Hey, I'm Marla, and today on the Real Fresh Food channel, we're going to talk about picking what you're going to grow for your garden, okay? First of all, and the thing we're going to do is we're going to grow it on the cheap. First of all, I need you to think about what it is that you like to eat. Do you eat a lot of tacos? Do you eat a lot of salsa? Do you do a lot of like home cooked meals? Do you like a lot of southern food? Figure out what it is that you like. And that's what you're going to focus on for your uh, first item that you're going to grow this year in your garden. I see people going through the store and they pick up seeds and they're like, oh, that's nice. I heard of that or I heard of that. And it's not even stuff that they eat. So it makes no sense for you to grow something that you really don't like. So we're going to pick out the first things that you like. You think about that. Pick out if you like tomatoes, there are so many tomatoes to choose from. You might want, some kind of cherry tomato like this. You might want well, that's more of a pear tomato. You might want a cherry tomato like that. You just never know. But you can at least figure out I want tomatoes. If you want bigger tomatoes, you can look at the package and pick a bigger tomato. You want smaller tomatoes, same thing. Um, on my channel tomorrow, we're going to talk about growing onions. But we're going to talk about growing these types of onions, bulb onions. But you can also grow green onions. If you like the green chive part on it, or if you like the white bottom of it, you can grow those, and they're very easy to grow. And we're going to talk about that too. But if you like those, then you pick that packet, grow one. Some people like squash, yellow squash, or they like zucchini, or there's a bunch of other squashes, winter squashes, things like that. If you like those, then you pick those. Cucumbers is a big one. A lot of people say, oh, I like salad, I eat cucumbers. But then they pick this one. You can eat that on a salad, but those are mainly for pickling cucumbers, to make pickles with. Those that make pickles are like, yeah, I really like pickles, but they pick this one. And that's a salad that you would slice. A cucumber that you would slice to make a salad with. But we'll go over those things too. But if you like cucumbers, then you're looking at something like that. Peppers, you could pick bell peppers, or you could like hot peppers. Habanero, that's a hot pepper. Um, this Hungarian yellow wax pepper that if you leave it on there long enough turns red, it's more of a sweet pepper. It's hot at some point, but it'll cool down the longer you leave it on the vine. But you might like something like that, or a bell pepper, or those little tiny bell peppers, mini bell peppers. You can plant all those. Some people like lettuce. Now, I have lettuce that I bought from a seed company, but this is a leaf lettuce, and it makes a lot of lettuce. Some people might like lettuces, and you can plant those, but you just pick something that you really like to eat. I'm a fan of beans, and I'll plant beans or peas every year as well. Now, let's get rid of the thing right now. I hear people say all the time, the seeds from the Dollar Tree don't work, or they can't work because they so cheap. These two packets right here they came from the Dollar Tree, the 4 for $1 seeds. I got tomatoes like that. I have lettuces like that, all of that. Trust me, they grow. These cucumbers and these squash seeds, they came from Dollar General. I guarantee you they grow. I plant them every year. These onions the same way. Now these came from a seed company and they're a little pricier. But will they grow? Sure they will. So don't rule out where you want to get your seeds from. You'll hear a lot of people say, oh, you need to get heirloom, you need to get this. We're not worrying about that right now. We're just worried about how to grow something. And don't rule out your grocery store. Like all of the bigger grocery stores have a bulk food section. And they have like beans and peas, and you take the scoop and get the bag and get them out. Now you can buy those beans, and these are some chili beans I got from a store down in Texas. But they're also seeds. If I plant this, I'm going to get the plant that has the pod on it with all of these kind of seeds in it. And if I let those seeds dry, they're going to come out just like this. And they're going to look just like this. Now, how much did I pay for all of these seeds? Because remember, each one of the seeds in this bag is going to make a whole plant. This whole bag costs 44 cents. So don't rule out your bulk food section, because you'll find some seeds, some beans and seeds in there that you would use to, soak and put a pot of beans on the stove and eat them. But those are also seeds that you can plant to get more beans. Your black-eyed peas, your navy beans, your great northern beans, all of those are beans that we eat. But you could take a handful of those outside and put them in a row and plant them, and it's going to grow plants that have those seeds in them. So you can get seeds to grow food from anywhere. Just don't rule out anything, and don't think that just because you can get an inexpensive pack of seeds that those seeds won't grow. As a matter of fact, these seeds right here, let me get up close so you can see it. This pack of seeds, it says 59 cents, but they come from a store, a big box store around here called Menards. They sell those seeds for $10 a pack not 10, oh my goodness, 10 packs for $1 around here every year. They're heirloom quality seeds, and they grow real well. So you want to catch those sales on seeds when you get a chance. And you also want to buy you'll buy some seeds to plant, but buy a few extra packs to put away for next year, because you never know, you may need some seeds. And once you get started, you're going to want to keep going. I guarantee you. Now, the other thing is they have those trays that you see that look like little mini greenhouses. They call them 1020s. They're 10 inches wide, 20 inches long. And people buy them, and they buy pot mix. They fill them up, and they put a seed in there or whatever. Personally, I do something a little different. I had some food in this a couple days ago. I take these, and I fill them up with pot mix, and I sprinkle a few seeds in there, and I water it and close the lid. It's the same thing. It made a little mini greenhouse for free, because I already paid for the food that was in it. And then when they sprout, I lift it up, put it in the sun, let them start growing. And then I may later transfer them into one of those, but I don't have to just go out and spend the money right away. I also had plants that I bought from previous years from a local farm, just because I support the farm because they're around. And I save these, and I wash them out, and I may put 2 or 4 seeds in them and let them grow. Same thing. It's just utilizing what I already have, so I don't have to go out and spend extra money. But gardening can really be inexpensive. Look around your house and see what you have already, and focus on what you're going to do with those to grow some food with. Now, like I said in my previous video, tomorrow we're going to plant onions. And I have these packets, and I have some other bulb onions we're going to plant too. I'm going to show you how to plant bulb onions and get them growing. But in the meantime, I'd like for you to look around your house and see what you have already that you can put some soil in and start some seeds. And figure out what it is that you want to grow. And if you've never grown a garden before, just pick one thing. Pick one plant to grow. And we're going to focus on making that plant successful, so that next year you can expand your garden a little more, a little more, a little more. So with that, have a good evening. We'll be back on tomorrow so that we can plant some onions and learn a few more things about gardening and getting ready to get your garden started. So again, I'm Marla from the Real Fresh Food Channel. And if you found something that's helpful, click a like or leave a comment below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave the comments. I'll read them and answer them as fast as I possibly can. And give me a thumbs up. And if you know anybody else that's interested in gardening for this year or this upcoming gardening season, go ahead and share the video to them. Because we just want to show everybody how you can grow food that you eat every day, that you spend the money on in the grocery store, right in your backyard, in a bucket, in a hanging basket, in a small window box, a planter, and you'll be amazed at what you can do with a little bitty 25-cent pack of seeds, 10-cent pack of seeds, or wherever else you can get seeds from. So have a good evening. See you tomorrow.